everybody, welcome back to another video. Shun did it here, back with another video, and today what we're going to be doing is giving you top 10 tips and tricks to make you better player at Fortnite. Alright, so the first tip is, if you are a beginner, never go to like Tilted Towers or Pleasant Park or like any overly populated places. Like, try something like Tomato Town, let's say. So, if it's just you, like, playing solo and stuff, like, just go to Tomato Town, right? But, yeah. Go to overly populated places, like Tilted Towers or anything, because those places are going to make you rage and not like Fortnite, first of all. Second of all, if you go to these, like, underpopulated places, like, I don't even know if that's a word or not, but okay. But if you go to these places, then you could just get a, get a feel of the controls and everything, and you can like get a tiny feel of the guns and which guns you should use, and then once you're a little bit better, then you can try going to like places like Tilted Towers. Okay? Alright, so the next step on the list is, if you want to get kills, then let's say somebody would... Alright, so for all those beginners out there, okay, for all those beginners, make sure, alright, if you look on the right side of my screen and you look at my materials, I can only build 4 things, and you don't want to have that happen to you. So what I could do is build, yeah, okay, yeah, you don't want to have like materials, because that is one of the easiest ways to rage. First of all, raging is not good for you, just gonna say. Second of all, if you do come across a vending machine, then oh well, looks like you're not gonna get that legendary scar that could have saved your whole entire game and gotten you your first win. But not only that, but second of all, if you don't have enough materials, this has happened to me so much. I've gotten into build fights, and you beginners try to get in as many build fights as you possibly can. All right, and like I had to edit my way around and just like do that and stuff, and I literally had to edit my way around stuff, and I couldn't build. So that completely gave me the disadvantage, and I lost a build fight that would have gotten me a win. But alright, so that's tip number 2. Alright, moving on to tip number 3. Okay, never fire something that you know that you can't make. Okay, see, that shot, that was an easy shot. There's a difference between an easy shot and like a really hard shot. Let's say if I just go out in the open, like on a hill or something, and I'm just like trying to do 360s, trying to get a highlight. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. And my ping is high right now. Oh, okay, ping is high. Okay. Well, that was pretty laggy. Wow. Alright, so if you just go out into the open and stuff, and you try to like, if you just go out into the open, straight up, like try to shoot a common revolver like halfway across the map, seeing if you can kill somebody just because you see them, do not do that, because I assure you there will be somebody right next to you, just spying on you, waiting to rush you, and you will only like attract more attention. Like if you miss a sniper shot, then like the whole map is possibly just gonna come straight after you. Okay, so that's rule number 3. Never shoot a shot that you can't make. Alright? Alright, now. Okay? For all those beginners, or even people that just like a spot near like the edge of the map, sorry, but that spot's probably not going to be the best spot. Okay? So, unless you're a fast looter, go to like spots near the map. I'm not telling you to go to spots near the map, right? So here's an example. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to Lucky Landing, right? I'm gonna go to Lucky Landing, and this spot's right on the edge of the map. Okay, actually, I'll just go to Flesh Factory. All right. And after I'm finished at Flesh Factory, then then I'll have to outrun the storm. Alright, so if you jump off the battle bus, like, you might have to go all the way across the map. Let's say I'm going to Flesh Factory, but the storm circle starts right here, or actually right here, so I'll have to go right behind the mountain. Okay, so that's not good, okay? So, tip number 4, never go to spots on the edge of the map. Alright? So, tip number 5, if you do go to spots on the edge of the map, okay, I'm not even going to be able to make it to Flesh, I don't think. I'm going to pull my glider early. Alright, so if you do go to spots on the edge of the map, what you have to do is loot quickly. That's, alright, so, you guys keep an eye on the timer to see how fast I can loot this, alright? Because I will assure you right now that I can loot fast, alright? And I cannot go there, weirdly. Oh, there's more people here, alright? So I did place down that C4 just in case anybody came, so. The storm is already, okay, so this time I actually got lucky, and it wasn't all the way across the map. But if it was, then you guys know what would happen. Rest in little pieces, try not by the storm. Alright, so whenever somebody comes in, oh my gosh, they are double. Okay, so they teamed. Yeah, they teamed. Oh my goodness, the lag is for real. Okay, ping was high. Alright, so that actually kind of relies on rule number 1 there. Don't go to overly populated places for those, like, noobs and beginners out there. Alright, so the tip is don't go to overly populated places. Don't go to places on the edge of the map. But now, tip number 6, I do believe this is. Yeah, alright, tip number 6. Go to unpopulated places in the middle of the map. And if you can't do that, if like you can't find any place on the middle of the map that's like unpopulated, let's say here or at the modern house and stuff, and you can even go to the sniper tower at Salty Springs, but that's gonna have a little bit more people. Or even right there, or even right here. In fact, we'll just go right there for it. Yeah. Alright, because this is an unpopulated place, kind of between populated areas, so you'll actually, this is a really good place to land for all those noobs and beginners out there. Like, just try going to this place, or somewhere in the map, so the storm won't kill you, but if you do get killed, it'll always be by a player. Alright? So, I would say the best thing to do in the middle of the map is to stay there. Like, you can take your time looting like this, like TYT. Alright, just find some loot, and right here I see a green pump, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And just since like there's no players actually trying to fight me right now, here, let me grab a tiny bit of more guns, and then I will tell you guys the next tip. Alright, but take your time just looting in here, and then find the storm circle, and just try to stay within it most of the map, or most of the time. one quick trick for you guys. This is probably going to be like one of my only tricks. I think I'm only going to have 2 or 3 tricks, but alright. So whenever you have a chest like this is my second trick. Just put something like that there. Alright. I know I got some extremely good loot out of that. No, it doesn't increase your good loot or anything. But that's just a tiny tip, right? So this is how I like to play. Before I go into any action, or like when I land at high populated areas, I would like sit in a corner or something, and I would sort my inventory around. So I would always have my AR right there, my shotgun, and if I found another shotgun and I have an open space, then I would take another shotgun. But I also would keep like my bandages, minis, big shield pot, med kits, whatever. I would just keep right there. And then I'd have another gun right here, and this gun would be my sniper. This would be my assault rifle. And then either 2 shotguns, or so if it's like an LMG or something, then yes, I'll take a different shotgun than that. Or like I'll put like the LMG right there, the sniper right there, the shotgun right there, and the assault rifle right there, and then I would keep like whatever type of heal stuff right there. Alright, and you should just master that, okay? Just master that. Absolutely master that. So when you're running in the open, use your AR, just keep your AR out. And when you're running inside of like a building or like close to a building, have your shotgun out, alright? And if you're in like, yeah, okay, that's the 2 things that you should have open. Either when you're running in a field, have open your AR. Obviously this is a pistol, but I didn't get an AR, so and then run with your shotgun when you're close or in a building. Okay, so tip number 8 is never, ever, ever underestimate players. If you underestimate somebody, then you go ahead and like rush him because he's in a default skin. What do you know? Like Myth and TSM Hamlins and TSM Myth, they will both rush people. They've actually worn like default skins before, and people have underestimated them, and they like completely dominate. They're 2 extremely good players. Okay, so they are 2 extremely good players, but in a default skin. So they're pretty much disguised as a noob, alright? And if you disguise yourself as a noob or whatever, then people might underestimate you, might not. They'll just might try to kill you and might try to troll you. But that doesn't really matter, right? So, yeah, that's actually the storm circle. That's what landing in the middle does, but, alright, so, if people, alright, so I've done this plenty of times, and I still have problems doing it sometimes. I will, underestimate some players, and I don't know what I'm thinking, and then, like, I'll just try to troll them or something. Like, I'll try to do something funny. Sometimes it actually works because they're not good players. And other times it gets me killed and they're like really extremely good players, okay? And that's always horrible when that happens. It makes you want to rage. But yeah. Just don't underestimate players. Alright, tip number 9. Actually, trick number 3 is whenever you're like if you have a porta fort and you're on a really high mountain, like this is the highest or tallest mountain in the game. It's at Greasy Grove, and I'm actually gonna face towards it. Yeah, you can even see it from over here. Okay, it's extremely huge. Or like a mountain like that, easily just place a porta fort, break one of the things, or one of the stairs, and then you can just hit one of the tires, and once you hit one of the tires you can bounce out and you will not take fall damage. But I've done it before. I was in like top 10 and my whole squad was dead and I was about to win it. So I did that thing, but except I slid down like the whole mountain, and I took fall damage, and I died, and we didn't really enjoy that. But hopefully that does not happen to you. Alright, so just try to place it wisely. Alright, and if you are just on the ground and there's like a whole squad attacking you or something, then yeah, you could just place down the porta fort, because that's what the main usage of a porta fort is. But alright, now tip number 9, just like relatively to the revolver, shooting it in the water, just shooting a sniper or any gun wide open, like in like a field or something where it's like highly populated, people are gonna try to rush you. Alright, so trees like these, huge. Okay, alright, leave it at 50. Leave it at 50. If you don't leave it at 50, then this happens, and then people can see you probably from the other side of Dusty Divot, so that would not be good. And yep, somebody saw me cut down the tree. Yep, that's what happens, people. That's what happens. Alright, so another tip, you can also use trees or something as cover if you are out of mats. And if you still have mats, then just try to build. Alright, he's a default skin, so I'm not going to underestimate him. And he wasn't bad, and he wasn't good. Alright, so whenever you get like next level and you get a lot of kills, then try to get all the kills that you can get. Just don't like go extremely over aggressive, because my friend here in the party, he's very over aggressive, and that's not good. Okay, he actually used a building tip, and I know this one where you do this and then you edit those two, but it'll build faster. So yeah, but I'm just used to building that. Okay, so that's the difference. Alright, so another thing is whenever, alright, look at the storm circle. Okay, it's past tilted. Alright, so the smart thing to do is not to cut through tilted, to go around it. Okay, and if you don't go around it, then you're probably just literally going to die. Okay, because there's still going to be a ton of people at tilted, because it is in the storm circle. Alright, it's in the storm circle. So the storm circle is not good. Alright, so you have to go around tilted, because a lot of people are going to be at tilted, and probably the best people alive are going to be at tilted, so you don't want to get in a gunfight with them unless you are kind of my type of level. You get like at least 5 kills like every game. I know I'm not getting a lot of kills right now, I'm just trying to teach y'all stuff. It's a tutorial video. So for the for all of those like next level players, alright, sure, go ahead and cut through tilted. It will not hurt you. It will not hurt you at all. Alright, and if you were kind of like one of the, oh my gosh, she's actually gonna spam me right now. It's alright. If you are like one of those guys that just like shoot at things in the open like that, don't, okay? Because the hand cannon is much louder than the revolver, and you don't want to do that. And did you guys also see, I mean you probably did, but I didn't take that chug jug yet, because I knew if I was gonna get rushed, then I want to save the chug jug. So now I'm drinking the chug jug and blah blah blah, and then I'll be at 200. Alright. Alright, so I see leftovers right over here. Like literally, I just see leftovers over there. So I drink the chug jug, and then right now I'm not gonna go after the loot. You have to look at it like whenever you're drinking the potion, and it's nothing of my concern. Like I don't need any of it. Alright. So if I look over here, then all I can do is just like chop all that stuff down. Alright. So tip number 4, or tip number 9, I do believe. Yeah, tip number 9. Alright, break all the wooden stuff that you see, okay? Now look at my wood compared to the other stuff, alright? Tilted lacks, or places like these or blah blah blah, they just lack all of the, they literally, oh my gosh, he will not stop talking. Bro, I'm trying to do a tutorial video. Okay. I'm just gonna... Okay, there we go. Now that he's muted, we can't hear him, and he cannot hear us. Alright, so, I'm gonna continue the tutorial video. Without him, because he's being very disturbing right now. And yeah, shopping carts are good for getting out of the storm, by the way. And whenever you see stuff like that, just take it. It's all useful. Building is probably the most important thing in Fortnite. I know some of you are gonna disagree with that, but well, I'd say combat is, right? So that's why you have to go to unpopulated areas and just try to get kind of like a kill a game, and after you get like a kill a game, then you can stop trying to get like kills and stuff, and then you can start landing in populated areas, like more populated areas and all that jazz. Alright, so another thing is, alright, so if you look at my inventory, AR, shotgun, and there is actually no meds, so I can't take any meds, so I have explosive weapon and then snipers. Snipers are always going to be the last weapon that there is. Explosives are second, third. Shotguns are second, and then ARs are first. Alright. Alright, and here's a trick, alright? If you want to be good at a game, like Ninja and Myth and everybody like that, all you gotta do is just try to practice your building, your editing. Editing is key, okay? And right here, I've actually found 2 drops, alright? 2 drops. Pretty close to each other, too. Okay, so not many. And I just fell off, alright. Okay, so I actually think this player's kind of bad. What are you doing, sir? Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down. I asked you to calm down. You wouldn't listen, okay? But okay. Yeah, anyways. Right here, I would just quickly pop this mini. Alright. Get rid of the pump. I know some of you will disagree, but the LMG is good for breaking down walls. Like, it's extremely good for breaking down walls. And I still can't get up. Alright, I'm just gonna have to build. Alright. I know there are bandages right there, but I actually feel pretty good about my inventory right now. So I don't really want to get rid of my inventory. So what I'm gonna do is just search this and all, and rocket launcher. Okay. So I'm in top 8 right now. So never underestimate a. Okay, this guy actually made quite a mistake. I don't know if it was a build fight, then okay, then yeah, that's fine. But you should never build a one by one all the way up there, because now if somebody is in there, then I could just literally snipe them. Either that or pick out the LMG or like the RPG and just go at it, and then they'll fall and take fall damage and stuff, and then they'll die. Alright? A 1 by 1 should only go up like this. Alright, it should only go up like 3. Okay? Unless you're trying to beat somebody in a high ground battle. If you're trying to beat somebody in a high ground battle, just rush them. Okay? Just ramp rush them. Do double ramp. So what you're gonna go like is double ramp, double wall. I completely messed that up. Editing, double ramp. I'm in crouch mode, that's what's messing me up. and then do double wall. And you see how I did these to the side? Sometimes you can even do that. Just, whoa. Wow, that was kind of laggy. It just teleported me off. Wow, it just teleported me off. Alright, well. Alright, so. Another good thing is, like, try to only have Fortnite open, okay? This is actually a lot more than top 10 tips and tricks. I'm not even sure how much it is, but. Alright, so. I might just end it here. Alright, so. What else is there? Another way to check your ping is in the top left corner. Here, I'm gonna have to start a match. Alright. It's not exactly in the top left corner. It's just a tiny bit to the right of the top left corner. For all those beginner players out there, if your ping is high, do not rush anybody. If your ping is low, perfect opportunity to rush somebody. And if it gets high in a build fight, then your chances of winning the build fight will go down slightly. Okay, so ping is a really big thing in Fortnite and stuff because there's 100 other players, and if you're laggy enough, then you can just get teleported in the middle of nowhere. Alright, so, alright, let me look down. Alright, do you see the black thing with my name? Alright, so if you look to the right of that, there's white writing, and it said my ping is right now, actually. I wonder what my ping is. I cannot see. 145. Normally, that would actually be a lot for me, but, like, that's a lot of ping for me because usually I don't lag that much, but yeah. Normally my ping's like 30, like, to 40. Alright, and, okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it there. Alright, here's also a landing tip, right? If you're going to land somewhere, then jump off the place before that, alright? Just jump off, like, from this space to that place. Alright, that actually rhymed. And right here, as you see me doing, your control should end at the screen and right when you pull your glider. And then it should be a perfect landing. And I was aiming for the barn, and it should be a perfect ace. Like, I probably aced the land. So there really isn't a lot of people here. And okay. Well, that was beautiful. Alright. So after you land somewhere, for those beginners, don't go anywhere like really populated because you're only gonna keep dying. And yes, I made that mistake, but it did make me good and better and stuff. And that's because after a while, I got used to those places. But, yeah. It took me like, I don't know, probably like 1,000 games to get used to, like 5 places. Or like 10 places to get, or like 1,000 games to get used to 5 places. Like Tilted, I'm used to Tilted because I've landed there a lot, okay? But the thing is about Tilted, do not go to Tilted if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, the perfect place to make you better is Salty Springs. It has the perfect amount of people go there, alright? The perfect amount of loot, the perfect amount of skill set for those beginners and pros, and the perfect amount of houses to get the game. Alright, there's about 8 houses there, and about 12 people will go there, like, every time. And at Tilted, I'm not sure. I think, like, 20 people might go to Tilted. Okay, actually, at Salty, there's probably, like, 6 houses, and about 9 people go there. So, you're gonna have to share a house, or you won't share a house. It depends. It all depends, alright? So somebody's coming up. That's Boogie. Let's boogie, son. Let's boogie. Alright, so if you go to Salty, it's like perfect for getting you skilled and like to make you a better player. Alright. Now, if you want to get good at like build fights and all, go to places like Moisty to just gather up a bunch of materials and just practice your building. Okay, building is key in this game. That's the second best thing that you could have is building. Okay. I'm not actually sure. Boogie. Oh man, GG. Alright. That's why I don't like Anarchy. I get a lot of pistols and like snipers at Anarchy, and that's good for late game. Like snipers are good for late game, but at Salty you'll get ARs, shotguns, and a good chance of getting an LMG or a sniper rifle, or even like, I don't know, like a FAMAS or a SCAR. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the